What if I told you this tropical paradise wasn't always world famous? Just 50 years ago, Koh Samui was just a little isolated island of coconut farmers and fishermen. Today, it's one of Thailand's most sought-after escapes. This is the story, how Koh Samui transformed from a sleepy village into a global dream destination. Koh Samui's roots run deep. Oral tradition says fishermen from the Malay Peninsula settled here in the 6th century. Chinese traders found refuge on its shores, and archaeology reveals an even older past. More than 2,000 years ago, ritual drums were carved with symbols of spirits and the sea. By the 13th century, Samui was woven into Siam's feudal system, a link in the chain of trade between China and India. Over time, immigrants from across Asia, especially Hainanese Chinese, shaped the island's economy, planting coconuts that became its lifeblood. Even war touched these shores. During World War II, Japan used Samui as a naval base, leaving behind wrecks beneath the waves. In the 1960s, outbreaks of disease tested its resilience. Yet through it all, Samui remained an isolated, self-sufficient world. No roads, no airport, just quiet villages and endless coconuts. Then, in the 1970s, the first outsiders arrived, young backpackers chasing untouched beauty. They found paradise, empty beaches, rustic huts, and a rhythm of life untouched by the modern world. For them, Samui was freedom, wild, raw, and unforgettable. In the 1980s, Thailand's government turned its eyes to tourism as a path to growth. Under the 5th National Economic and Social Development Plan, Samui was targeted for development. The Tourism Authority of Thailand launched a master plan in 1985, and the first wave of resorts rose at Choe Ang Beach. But the true revolution came with the airport. Built by Bangkok Airways in Bio Phat, just 2 kilometers north of Choe Ang, Samui International Airport opened in April 1989. Its open-air terminals blended with the tropics, more like a resort than a runway. For Samui, it was the turning point. No longer isolated, it welcomed the world. Visitors poured in. Choe Ang exploded with hotels, bars, and restaurants, and the island stepped into its new role as a global destination. As the new millennium dawned, Koh Samui was changing once again. What began as a backpacker's secret had become the jewel of the Gulf of Thailand. The wooden bungalows of the 70s gave way to elegant villas, infinity pools, and 5-star resorts that seemed to float above the sea. Investors from around the world arrived, from Bangkok to Europe to the Middle East, drawn by the island's untouched beauty and newfound accessibility. Samui's palm-fringed coastline became a playground for the world's travelers, a place where rustic charm met refined luxury. Koh Samui's soul began to evolve. It wasn't just about beaches anymore. It was about experiences. Wellness, rejuvenation, and mindfulness became part of the island's identity. Luxury resorts like Four Seasons, Banyan Tree, and Six Senses redefined tropical hospitality, while boutique hotels and eco-lodges offered something deeply personal. The island became a destination for dream weddings, honeymoon escapes, and spiritual retreats. Wellness travelers came seeking balance, drawn by coconut groves that whispered serenity and temples that overlooked endless blue. In 2025, Koh Samui stands at a crossroads. Luxury and natural beauty still define it, but now so do action and consequence. Resorts like Hyatt Regency have gone solar, generating hundreds of thousands of kilowatt-hours and cutting carbon emissions. Across the island, universities and local government are stepping up with a bold goal: to make Koh Samui a low-carbon, carbon-neutral destination. Renewable energy, energy storage, and smarter design are no longer optional. They're essential. In hospitality, plastic is being shunned. Sala Chongmen leading with major single-use plastic reductions. Banyan tree upcycling waste, composting food leftovers, restoring coral reefs. Tourism is also changing. Cruise visitors are returning, bringing business, but also pressure on ports, transport, and marine ecosystems. Meanwhile, the government is revising its stimulus and marketing plans to adapt, targeting key markets like China, expanding charter flights, adjusting budgets, aiming for more sustainable tourism revenue. But these bright spots don't erase the challenges. Water shortages, waste management, environmental strain. Locals warn Koh Samui could suffer like other overvisited islands unless these efforts accelerate. Community waste banks are rising, rewards for recycling, awareness campaigns. The tension is real, but so is the commitment. From ancient trade routes to luxury hideaways, from war-torn waters to honeymoon beaches, Koh Samui has always adapted, always survived. Its story is one of resilience, reinvention, and paradise found. The only question now is, can paradise and progress truly live side by side? Thank you for joining us on this journey through time and tide. If you enjoyed exploring Koh Samui's story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an episode of the Tourism Timeline, where every destination has a story worth remembering.